Hello, intermediate. Welcome to another week of videos. Yay! All right, this is your RAD class, of course, and you have come a long way, might I say. You basically have gotten your bar done, and you have learned two center exercises. So you've learned the port de bras one, you've learned the center practice and pirouettes en dehors. En dehors, of course, meaning outside, right? So today we're going to do the pirouettes en dedans and pose pirouette exercise. All right. So what I want to do is I want to get right into that one, teach you that one, and then what I'd like to do is do the port de bras exercise, the center practice with pirouettes en dehors, and then the pirouettes en dedans. Okay, en dedans is of course inside pirouettes. All right. So we'll learn the exercise, the new exercise first, and then we will do all three of those at the end of this video. Okay. If you're not sure about what the bar is, go back to the other video, and I think on there I do the whole bar for you guys. Yeah, I think I do. All right. So you're going to start on stage right on this one, okay? You're going to start in that classical pose, arms in a low second. You're going to hold 1 and a 2 and a 3. You're going to run to center stage. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? The en dedans pirouettes, the inside pirouettes in this exercise, do not have that plie and bring it in. Some people call it a fouette. All right? They don't have that. These pirouettes come straight in to passe devant. All right? So the heel picks the foot up. So the left heel picks the foot up. The heel leads the leg as the inside of the thigh is rotating this way. All right? That way, your heel is lifting the leg, not the quad. Okay? The quad needs to rotate. The heel picks up the leg. When you do that, and you're turning, then the audience gets to see a nice flat picture. If you pick the leg up with the thigh, it turns into this. Okay, just because the thigh is taking over. The quad has 4 huge muscles. It's going to take over the rest of the body, and the body's going to compensate. So that's not what we want. Heel comes up, we're lifting up through the hip, through the ribs, through the shoulder, through the spine, and we're turning in that nice, tall, perpendicular line. Okay? So, la 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 la. You go. Alright, so that's the intro to the music. So you're gonna hold classical pose. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 5 and a 6, 7, 8. That's tendu. You're gonna close here. So you close 8. 6, 7, 8. You go through first. 1, 2, and. So notice the pirouette timing is the same as the center practice that we just did. Dot, 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 and. Da, da. Okay? Same timing. 7, 8. Bring it through first. 1, 2, and. This is a double. So you really have to hold your tummy to your spine. Squeeze your butt when you're turning. 1, 2, it lands in 5th position. Okay? This is the pose piqués. 1 and 2 and chasse pas de vourrée. Okay? So, from the top. You're on stage right. Left foot is in back, standing on your right. Arms in low second. Hold 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 5 and a 6 and a 7, 8, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5th, 5th, brush out 1 and or 5 and 6, and those are 5ths, 7 and 8. You end up with the left foot front on croisé. Okay? So I'm going to scooch over here. We're going to start the left side. Go through first. 1, 2, and the heel picks up the foot. 3, 4, and hit that 5th position. And then you're going to do the same thing. 5, 5th. 6, 5th. Chasse pas de vourrée. Okay? So now you've got the right foot in front, facing en croisé. Let's try that much with music, and then we'll go from there. Start on stage right. Do, 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 do. So my left foot is behind. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay? So obviously by now you have figured out this is a 3/4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay? So So it's actually, I just lied. So you can count it both ways. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay? So you can count it both ways. Let me see. Hang on just a second, guys. Looking up. To practice, port de bras. Pirouettes en dehors and en dedans. Pose pirouettes. Hang on, guys. Hold on, hold on. All right, so they're doing this in a 3/4 with an 8 count. Okay. All right, so you can count it either way. Either way, either way. I'm gonna count it in the 8 count because that's just a lot easier. All right, so we just finished piqué, piqué fifth, left. We've traveled over to stage left. And we just finished this part. Chassé pas de bourrée. You go. Step up to piqué fifth. And 1. Your arms are in first. They go to croisé arms 2. Back foot picks up into coupé derrière 3. And you go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? So I'm going to show you over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? So basically, here's the blocking of this. You start on stage right. You run to center. You travel back. You do the left side. You travel stage left, backstage. Okay, upstage, sorry. And then you're traveling stage left, upstage to the corner. And guess what these are? These are on the diagonal. These are piqué turns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this is faster, 7 and 8. Okay, so you do 6 piqué turns on the count, and then it's 7 and 8, because you finish on the 8. So 7 and 8. Finish effacé or ouvert. Okay, I just realized I have my house shoes on. You finish with the arms, and you're looking underneath a little bit that left arm, not your left armpit. So you just did 6, 7, and 8. Make sure that when you slide, you take your hips with you. Don't leave them behind, okay? You want to take that right hip, and you want to push it forward, and then it goes up. Everything is lifted. The ribs do not flare. They stay calm. Arms are here. You do lift the throat, lift the chin. The right arm is here. Make sure the arms don't flare back. They're right here. And you've got a little bit of a look underneath your wrist, okay? So it's not your armpit, but it's your wrist. And you're looking up into that corner, okay? All right, so let's try that much with music. Which one is this one? All right, so we start on stage right. Left foot back. Da, 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 da. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Hold 1 banana, 2 banana, 3 bananas. Finish, and then you can go off. Okay, so that is the pirouette on dedans with posé pirouettes. Okay, so that's that one. Yay! Just trying to go through things that I want you to think about. So, 1, 2, she starts moving her arms on 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, and. So, when you do that lunge, a common mistake is to leave everything behind. And. Okay? So it's the same thing with the ending pose. You want to take your hips with you. 1, 2, take your hips with you, and. So one thing you can think about is when you lunge, your right hip has to be over your toes. That way, when you lunge, this doesn't happen, okay? Your hips are already set up for that pirouette. You should feel a little bit of a stretch in that left hip, and make sure you take your arm in second with you, because sometimes this happens and we're starting to wind up, okay? This is only a double. So when there's a lot of things to think about, but when it's only a double, you don't need to wind up, okay? Unless you're pulling off, 5 or 6, there is no need to go here. Even when you're doing multiples, there's no need, okay? So left shoulder comes with you, right hips comes with you, square it off, boom, right there. Here, boom. So it's gonna feel like your left arm is actually moving forward, and it is, but you're still going to that second position. So the left arm goes up, and then it comes with you here, not here, okay? And then you go 1, 2, this is one of the hardest things to do, is hit that 5th. This is why. You're going from this corner to this corner, which means you have to come out of your pirouette earlier than you think. Don't wait until you hit this corner to put it in 5th, or you're gonna land here. Does that make sense? Hope so. If not, I'll explain it again. You're gonna do your first rotation, aces. Then you're gonna do your second rotation, but it's not gonna be a full rotation. It's gonna go to this back corner. I know, weird, it's so weird. It's gonna go to this back corner. Then you're gonna start putting your foot down because the rotation is so fast, you're not gonna see it. But if you wait for that corner, it's too late. You've overshot it, okay? So, take everything with you. Do that first one, okay? Do the second one. As soon as you hit this corner, 5th position. All right? The speed at your pirouette, with which your pirouette rotates, is different for each person. But it should be 3, 4, and 5. Okay? So 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5. So that's fast. That's why it would be good to come out of it here and 5, because you've got to hit that tendu out there too, okay? On the tendu, there's a lot of things, guys. So just try and soak it in. This is video, so you can always go back. On that tendu, make sure it's a tendu and not a I'm getting ready to step on my foot. Yes? Tendu. Up, 5th, plie, tendu. Up, 5th, plie. Chassé comes from the back leg. Chassé, pas de bourrée. Okay? Same thing on the other side. It goes 5th, tendu, not tendu, right? The other tricky part is when you're running back here, 6, 7, 8, and you're doing those consecutive piqué turns, the right foot, so the left leg needs to come back into 5th. Every piqué turn ends in 5th, but the right foot is going, I don't know if you can see, there's a good chance it turns into Barbie foot, okay? Where you have the foot pointed, but the toes are not fully pointed. So whenever you're stepping on this foot, whenever it comes off the ground, the toes push the floor so that you have a fully pointed foot every time, no matter how fast. Eek. Right? Because these are 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have to think about all this. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, all right? The only time those toes relax a little, or they get bent by the metatarsals, is when you're standing on it. Other than that, toes pointed. Ba, da, okay? Very, very challenging stuff to think about because you're thinking about traveling across the floor, you're thinking about being on time with the music, you're thinking about peeking on that leg, and the arms are opening and closing. So there's a lot of things your brain is juggling, but it can be done. Yeah, of course it can. All right, you guys, let's see, how much time am I at? 10 minutes, oh my gosh. All right, so let's run through this one more time, and then we'll run through all three the first three center exercises, okay? So let's go through this last one more time. Oh, and if you can, I would highly recommend you turn this around. If I'm facing you, you're going to be mirroring what I'm doing. So this is my right. This is my right hand. So that means if you're not going to be mirroring what I'm doing. I'm sorry, you're going to be doing the opposite of what I'm doing. This is my right hand. You're not going to be mirroring me. Your hand's going to be on your right. So we're going to be doing the opposite. So if that's confusing, turn your iPad or phone to a mirror, and then you can follow exactly what I'm doing in the mirror. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Okay. All right, ready? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5th. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3 bananas. Finish. And then you can go off. All right? Whew. Forgot my water. So let's go back and we'll do the port de bras one. Okay? So this is the music for the port de bras, just for your memories. Remember this one? Da, da, da. Okay? So we start on stage left in a classical pose, right foot is back. Other side. 1. If you need. I'm just going to play the music for the next exercise, which is the center practice. Remember, this one has that pause, so it goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and boom, boom, boom. Just listen. Tendu fifth, tendu fifth, tendu fifth, tendu fifth, tendu fifth, tendu plie. Okay? Let's do that one. So, start center stage, right foot in front on croisé. Arms in bras bas.